So Ocarina of Time is the next game in our Zelda Marathon livestream events, and normally on this day I would be doing a Zelda Marathon livestream with the Extreme Hero Mode difficulty challenge. But unfortunately, I'm not in a place this week to have a stream with good stable quality. The good news is I have a video today discussing a very interesting subject of Ocarina of Time, a mystery that has surrounded this game for ages. What is that mystery, you may ask? The Triforce. The Triforce is discussed in most Zelda games as a divine relic that will grant the wishes of the beholder. In Wind Waker, you're tasked with collecting the 8 shards of the Triforce of Courage, and in Skyward Sword, you must prove your worth to the Triforce by conquering the trials laid out before you. In some way, shape, or form, in most Zelda games, Link is able to obtain the Triforce, but in Ocarina of Time, there was at one point a huge amount of debate and speculation as to whether you could obtain the Triforce as a collectible item. What prompted this speculation? Let's get into it. The wild speculation began as early as December of 1995, when Ocarina of Time was shown for the first time as Zelda 64. In this footage, Link opened a chest containing the Triforce, which suggested that at some point in the game, Link could actually get his hands on it. But when the game finally released, the Triforce was only seen in cutscenes and engraved on the walls of Hyrule and the Temple of Time. But this didn't stop the wild debates. For one, the main collectibles, the medallions, are all seen here on this collection screen, and what's in the middle? The Triforce. When Link obtains a medallion, that medallion glows on the collection screen, and by the time you arrive to face Ganondorf, one relic is still missing. So the real question now is, was the Triforce at some point an attainable item and just cut, or is the relic still hidden somewhere in Hyrule just waiting for the right player to solve the right puzzle? Over the course of Ocarina of Time's launch and the years that followed, many claimed that they had figured out a way to obtain the Triforce. One involved meeting a special blue fairy, but that tied to early footage of the Great Fairy that never really reached the final version. Another way claimed that if you use a bomb while falling below Ganon's castle, that a portal would open up to a hidden dungeon. And then there was the most popular way that involved learning a new secret melody with the Ocarina of Time. But all of these methods turned out to be false leads, and Nintendo officially commented on the obtainability of the Triforce in an issue of Nintendo Power, claiming it was impossible to obtain the Triforce in Ocarina of Time. But the question still remains, was the Triforce at one point planned in development to be an obtainable item? Well, there is a chance that it could have been. Over the years, fans have found beta-cut content from the game, and the medallions were supposed to act as special arrows. For example, the fire medallion acted as fire arrows, the light medallion acted as light arrows, etc. So does this mean that the Triforce was going to be used in some way as well, maybe as a part of the final battle against Ganon? The truth is, we'll never know. But it is fun to consider what might have been. Another mystery that remained unsolved for a long time is the mystery of the Fire Temple theme. When Ocarina of Time launched in 1998, those who pre-ordered the game were lucky enough to obtain a special gold cartridge, but the rest, however, were stuck with the standard gray version. It didn't take long for fans to start noticing subtle differences in the games. The biggest, however, is the music found inside the Fire Temple. Take a listen for yourself. The version you're about to hear exists on the N64 version 1.2 and all of the Virtual Console re-releases, as well as the 3DS remake. It also is the version you probably heard the most. Now here's the version that was on the gold cartridge release, as well as the N64 1.1 releases. It's clear that at some point Nintendo decided to alter the theme, and if you know what the original Fire Temple theme was, then you can come up with some theories pretty quickly. The original theme contains chanting resembling that of a Muslim prayer, and many believe that it was removed due to public outcry from the Islamic community. But the truth is that Nintendo recorded this theme in-house, but didn't realize that a prayer chant was included until after the game's initial release. This violated Nintendo's in-house rules about real-life religious references, and as a result, they pulled the theme from the game and revised it for future releases. It's clear that Ocarina of Time has so much detail that if you don't take the time to slow down and analyze said details, you could miss out on some of the biggest findings that this world has to offer. Were any of you familiar with these myths and mysteries? Comment below and let me know. And until next time, take care.